Welcome to the road to $1 million US, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. As always, I will only be covering the objective technical analysis and nothing more. So let's dive right in. Recently, we broke down below this critical level of support at 94.6K. After that, we broke this ascending trend line as well. So those were two major warning signals flashing on this daily time frame. We talked about this well ahead of time. And since then, we have continued to dump to the downside, getting closer towards reaching this massive pocket of liquidity. I will talk about this a little bit later on in the video when I actually get to the liquidity analysis for Bitcoin. But besides that, if we're talking about the overall market structure, the bears are still in control of the market so long as we don't get any candle closes above 107.5K. So long as we do not see this, guys, we need to keep an open mind about possibly seeing new lower lows being created in the Bitcoin price. And that is even more so the case now that we have actually broken that ascending trend, that short-term uptrend that we saw here on the daily time frame. Now let's talk about some support and resistance levels for Bitcoin. First of all, right now we are trading inside a critical level of resistance sitting from 90,000 all the way up to 92K, and in terms of support to the downside, that is sitting from 87.2K all the way down to 85,000. And before we move on to the short term, let's continue to take a look at these daily time frames. Right here on the 3-day time frame, you can see that we actually have a confirmed bullish divergence in the charts, which is whenever you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. Now, typically this points towards us getting a break from all of this bearish price action we saw here recently, and usually this plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum. Besides that, the point of invalidation for this bullish divergence is if we get a 3-day candle close below 86,000. If we get a candle close below this level, this completely opens the door to more bearish price action for Bitcoin after that as well. So keep in mind that this is going to be a big warning signal if you see this happen. Now, zooming into the short term for Bitcoin on this 4-hour time frame, the bears are also in control of the market so long as we don't see any candle closes above 95.5K. So yes, even while we have broken this short-term descending trend line here, we once again still need to be cautious about a possible rollover at some point down the line, or possibly even just starting to see that right away. Only once we actually break above this level, then we can be open to seeing much more bullish price action for Bitcoin after that on the lower time frames. But until then, it is a good time to be cautious with potential long positions you might be taking. Besides that, we are trading below this descending trend line, which currently has resistance sitting at 93.8K, slowly trending down over time. Another thing that is actually noteworthy on this 4-hour time frame is the fact that we are now bouncing from this deep oversold territory that we saw on the 4-hour RSI here. So now that we have actually bounced out of oversold territory, it means that there is more room to the downside once again. To be clear, doesn't mean that we immediately need to just start crashing here. I'm not here to spread fear, but I am saying that when you're in deep oversold territory, typically there's limited room to the downside, as we actually saw play out in the charts earlier today. However, now that we have reset a little bit, keep in mind that there is room to the downside once again. But another thing with this RSI is that notice how there is no bullish divergence here at the moment. Usually, if there's a bullish divergence confirming in the charts, I will point it out, preferably ahead of time, but sometimes as it is confirming. And in this case, there is no bullish divergence yet. So the lack of that being the case is also something to take note of. Now, let's say in a scenario where we actually get a marginal lower low that is actually formed potentially to sweep some liquidity, as I'll talk about later in this video. If we see something like this, then potentially there actually could be a bullish divergence there, because with that lower low being formed, you need to then take a look at if we are still making higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. So on that potential bounce, if we start to see a look like this, look for a potential bullish divergence to be there, because that could be a short-term catalyst, as in a catalyst for some short-term bullish price action and potentially for the bulls to take control of this 4-hour time frame once again. But for now, that signal is not there yet. I'm just talking about it ahead of time as a potential scenario to look for in the charts. But zooming in even further to the immediate short term now for Bitcoin on the 1-hour time frame, here there actually is that bullish divergence, unlike the 4-hour time frame. So what this means is that there is currently a difference between the different time frames, and that potentially, if we're talking about the immediate short term, we could look if we are actually breaking this level of resistance at 90.6k, and if yes, then we might get some short-term bullish price action to take out a bunch of liquidity there. However, as you may have noticed throughout this video, most of the higher time frames are looking quite bearish. So keep in mind that there is a difference between the different time frames. And if this is a new concept to you, that there could be a difference between those two things, then I highly recommend you check out my free trading course on rt1m.com, where I teach you all the basics, all the fundamentals of technical analysis completely for free. Now, moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, notice how right here we saw yet another massive outflow from these Bitcoin ETFs, with about $500 million flowing out of the ETFs in a single day of trading. So for now, this is having a downwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. Now, finally moving on to that Bitcoin liquidity analysis that I've been, I don't want to say teasing, but talking about throughout the entirety of this video. Notice how right here there is massive liquidity to the downside, sitting right around 86.3k, so sitting right below that critical level of support that I showed you on the 4-hour time frame. And to be clear, let's come right back to this 4-hour time frame. The liquidity would be sitting right here. So if we're seeing yet another rollover on these lower time frames, look to see if we are just sweeping this liquidity and getting a candle close inside this level, or if we are actually just breaking down below and maybe seeing some kind of rejection from that level, because this will be absolutely telling in terms of the overall market direction in the short term. But of course, that is not financial advice. I'm simply telling you what I'm seeing in the charts, and you can do with that information what you like. If we actually zoom in to the short-term liquidity analysis over the past 3 days, you can see that we, of course, have taken out a lot of liquidity to the downside. However, there is now a bunch of upside liquidity that could be grabbed here. So like I showed you on that 1-hour time frame, if we're breaking that critical level of resistance here, then possibly we could grab some liquidity as high as 92k, or even all the way at 93.4k. But once again, even with that potentially happening, keep in mind that the higher time frames are looking quite bearish at the moment. So unless there's some kind of major news event that could be interpreted as bullish, it's still a good time to be a bit cautious in these markets at the moment, and to actually be trading the lower time frames, because these can actually be much more manageable than trying to get some kind of massive swing long or swing short position while we are in this extremely choppy price action on the higher time frames. So either way, this has been today's market update. And by the way, guys, I highly recommend you check out the link in the pinned comment below this video. I will leave a link to MEXC, where you can trade Bitcoin or any crypto for that matter with ultra low trading fees. So if that is something you're interested in, I highly recommend you go and check it out. But regardless, if you do end up doing that or not, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.